Good evening to you, one and all. Shadow Temple of the Zeldathon and Lionhearted teams back with more Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Actually, alone back with Paper Mario because Marissa is currently helping run an escape room across town because she is now officially a working gal, getting all those escape room hours in and having a lovely time with it. But it does mean that we are -1 for at least the start of the evening. She has specifically requested that we try to make some progress without her, but there's a specific spot that she wants to be here for when she actually arrives there, or for when she actually arrives back here. So I might, just kind of piddle around and waste time just a little bit, and we'll chat, we'll hang out, we'll relax. And then, we'll make some progress here and there. We'll see how it goes. Thank you very much, by the way, Mr. Wilson, for the host, as well as everybody else coming on in. I hope we can help you feel a little bit better here tonight, Mr. Wilson. Just hang out, chillax, have yourself a nice weekend evening, and just kind of prep yourself for the week with any luck. Anyway, let's get into this madness and see where it all goes. Thank you, Twister, for hosting. That is super loud again because I keep forgetting to turn it down whenever we're swapping between games here, and that's my bad. Give me 1 second to just crank that down just a teensy bit. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? Hope everybody's having themselves a pretty good Sunday evening here. Is some more focused than usual, Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And for one, I actually got to the game faster than anything else. I know, this song is such a good banger, right? Best Soviet Tim Curry. I guess I did technically put it in the Go Live notification, so it does make sense, right? I'm escaping to the one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism. Space! I couldn't say I had about as good a job as saying that seriously as Tim Curry did in that actual clip. Good times. Song is, it really is. It is really like awesomely the best part of, honestly, probably the stream tonight, if truly when it comes down to it. I needed to hold back laughter a little bit more. It's true. That was a little bit more just kind of rage. I've just heard it enough times at this point. Thank you very much, Shinrin, for the 310 bits BT dubs. Thank you very much for that. And nice. Appreciate that a lot. Hope all is well. Hope everything is going great. Goodness, all those bits that you have in there, Shin, right now, all ad bits this week, because that is a play out, man. That is quite crazy. Probably be asleep. It's 3 a.m. You have a job interview at 9:30. Oh no, Zevi. I love you being here and I love you watching. But I also want to make sure that you actually get the job, because then, you can feel some more supportive and all that and just, feel like you got it. What's the job interview? What's you doing? What's going on? What's happening? One thing I wanted to mention, too, as just a reminder, because I'll keep reminding you every weekend, the new episode of My Inner Demons is officially out, episode 7, kind of a shorter one. The episode is kind of being split in half, more or less. Are we going to count the American Space Force military? More or less. What? We're on the moon, where nobody else is right now. Hey, it pays. You know what? It pays. That's... Marissa's getting into a little thing with her mom. Her mom's not really, like, a huge fan of, like, her moving away from, from the computer science stuff and everything. So, she's like, oh, God, why are you just doing a part-time job? It's okay to do part-time jobs. It's okay to try and, make money as with the time that you spend, It's A-okay. No matter what it is. A job's a job. Never feel bad or feel ashamed for what you do. Just that you, just feel good in the work or the effort that you put into said work. Just not tired? Fair enough. That is fair. And hey, how's it going? I am voicing 2 characters. It's not officially announced, and I was not sure if I wanted to say it or not, because I'm a little... The cast list hasn't been posted yet, and I'm not really supposed to tell people, but I mean, what are the odds that this leaks out of this stream, right? I played 2 characters in the last one instead of just one. Good old Pierce, my classic character, had 3 lines in the episode, which I was like, all right, well, that's, not something. Had that recently one of your friends' parents saw me and definitely judged you for having trouble. Were you at a different job fire earlier? And they're like, you should have done better. Screw them. But, you guys probably knew very well, if you listen to the episode, that I was also Andrew, one of Ava's dads, who saw her Instagram photos of her hanging out with a bunch of hot demons and was like, I should check on my pumpkin and just make sure that, nothing's horrible is happening. I'm also running for, I don't actually know what, does the script say what I'm running for? I'm some sort of campaigner. Let's see. I don't know. I honestly don't know what I'm running for office of some kind. Am I running for Senate? Am I running for representative, state, U.S.? Am I a mayor? Am I running for president? Like, what's going on? I don't remember. But yeah, Mayor's Shadow. There we go. Yeah, it was a fun character. It was something that was announced, or that I was asked to do approximately, like 16 hours before it was due. And all of a sudden, my line count for that evening went from 3 lines to 35 lines. So that was a bit of a later night for me, but it was a lot of fun, and it was fun to kind of break out of just talking like this the whole time, every time, because that's what Pierce is. Instead, I was talking up here the whole time. That's definitely Ava. I recognize that she's been spending too much time on the internet. I was a wealthy politician who has a lovely daughter and a lovely husband. No, obviously me. You guys know my voice very well, but none of the folks over on Aphmau's channel have any clue whatsoever. Not even a little bit. So yeah, it's fun. Sorry, by the way, I'm wasting time intentionally so Marissa has a little bit of time to catch up. She wants to be here for, and Jamie, you're here, and whoever else knows this game very well. You need to let me know when I am quickly approaching, when I'm starting to approach the madness that is the computer room in this base. Marissa has very specifically requested that I try to faff about and not go in there without her. She's got about another 40 minutes, she predicts, until she gets here. So we'll just see if we waste a little bit of time here and then just kind of mess around and see what happens. All right. Anyway, let's get into it. I'll actually pick up the controller in the first 20 minutes of the stream here and do something, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, everybody else having themselves an all right weekend so far. Time to tattle on everything. Just get the tattalog going up. I like it. Getting a job's been tough there. No, that is rude, Fire Ruler. That is genuinely rude. Getting a job is tough, Like, provided you're putting effort into it, that's all. That's the best anybody can ask of you. And if anybody's judging you on that, then fuck them. Just straight fuck 'em. Do your best. That's all I ask of anyone, anybody, anywhere that I talk to. Just do. Do your best. Wow, gameplay on a gameplay channel? Impossible. Unheard of. Absurd. Ludicrous. City at a Pride event today? Nice, Airhawk. Or is it pity event? I can't tell. But yeah, regardless, nice. That is very nice. That's been something that I've been watching around. Look, I moved the character, and now time to stop again. Sanding and painting your walls. Ooh, getting some nice redecoration going. Or just, decoration, I guess is another thing for it. All right, let me actually swap this around so I can see what's going on. I spend most of my day, by the way, playing, or hanging out with Marissa, watching somewhat, why did nobody tell us? But apparently there's a season 3 of She-Ra already out, and it just kind of popped up, and I feel like there was no pomp or circumstance We watched all 6 episodes already, and it is lovely. It is relevant. It is fantastic, and it's better than season 2. And it kind of feels like season 2 and 3 should have been combined together, but they ran out of budget. It's fine. Don't worry. Anyway, let's dig on back in here. We finished it today. It was very, very good. Highly recommend if you guys haven't seen and have Netflix. Check out the oh, I still hit him. Sure, great. Be sure to check out the new episode of She-Ra. You did. And I was like, "Oh man, She-Ra's coming up." And then I didn't think about it ever again. That was pretty much the whole conversation there in my head. Yup. Anyway, it's just fun. It's a fun series. Nothing like crazy special, but Marissa and I have fun with it. And like it's interesting, especially this last season. They've been working really hard on giving like ethos, like to all the different characters. Give them reasons for like doing and motivations instead of just be like, man, I'm evil because evil. Nah. There are complicated feelings, and nobody seems truly awfully the worst. Just, motivated in certain ways that are understandable and maybe not reasonable, but at least understandable. Well, also the fact that each season was 6 episodes, and the episodes are 23 minutes long, as per usual cartoon, kids cartoon. I think you'd do that. You should. It's really good, Mr. Wilson. It was a much better season than compared to season 2. Also, I have no idea. Oh, that's right. This is where I left off. I was going to talk to this fella.
Who are you, huh? You came here to get the elevator key so you can access the computer room? Yeah, I thought so. Well, then you're gonna have to beat me to get it. And if you lose, your life is mine. You hear me? Mine. So what do you say?
Challenge this chump.
You're mine now.
Because it's time for another game show. Hey, No Longer Living, how you doing? By the way, one thing I was going to mention too with the Minor Demons, it's been very fascinating to watch the comments, especially on this episode, because it's a younger audience. There's still Coke in that can. It's a younger audience, and a lot of them are contending with like, wait, it was 2 dads. Then what? This is what happened there. It's like, yeah, fine, it's happening. Some are like, yeah, it's great, and some are like, but then, is she adopted? Because like, boys can't have kids, right? Or can they? They're young. They're getting it. They're figuring it out. Anyway.
And here we go, folks. The main event, a 66th annual Quirk Quiz. Yay!
Noah had a great reaction in the show. He's like, is that why you're so strong? They're like, oh, we think we raised a strong baby.
If you get 5 correct questions to the following question, if you get 5 correct answers to the following questions, then you win. But if you get just 3 wrong answers, you're toast. You don't want to be toast, folks. Not without butter. Well, what are we waiting for, huh? Here we go. Question number 1. Exactly what's hidden here?
Elevator key.
You sure about that?
There's another video made before watching. Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. I didn't watch actually the live chat very much. I just watched the after the fact because I was busy during the premiere. I don't know why he has shutter shades. It's a thing. I think because he's supposed to be like robotic as opposed to the previous one, which was just made out of stone, and that looks robotic, I guess.
Gah! You're correct. Right. That was an easy one. You won't do so well on the next one. I guarantee that. Here we go, sucker. Now, question number 2. What's the name of the girl in Petalburg who's waiting patiently for Coop's return?
Kupiku.
Ah! You're correct, crud. That was easy.
Yeah. Same thing.
Now, question 3. Goomba, Lava Bubble, Buzzy, Beetle, and Boo. How many feet do they have total?
2. Six? Defeat! I got it.
We're on to question 4. It's elementary for non-idiots. Where was the one, the only Diamond Star?
Oh, okay. That one I'm actually not quite certain about. I got it right! Wow! I was not entirely certain, but I was like, I'm pretty sure I got the clear one first.
You're correct, you jerk. You already gotten 4 correct? You kidding me? Well, fine. I'm gonna toss an extra hard one your way. You happy now, sucker? And now, question 5. What was the name of the very first champion of the Glitchville Arena?
Prince Mush.
You sure about that?
Got them all! Not that this was particularly hard, but I'm kind of like quietly proud of myself of being able to pull off these 5 questions after having not played, having like portions of this game being played back in like, I don't know, June.
No! Correct. That's 5 correct answers. Crud. You win.
Whoa, those eyes. All right.
I'm so mad right now I can hardly see straight. I lose! Lose! Fine. I really hate you. Take this, you bum.
I could do that without upsetting Marissa now. Until she gets back. You got an elevator key, a card key that operates an elevator in the X-Naught base. Okay. Well, I got the key. Easy enough. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't know what that was, but it came out from somewhere, and I got it. Do I just want to spend a moment and go grab that final badge just for the sake of completion? Why not? Just go grab it real quick. Leaning along. And hit it. That might be a little too far forward. We'll see if they give it to me. Oh, yeah. This is the nicest crane game I think I've ever played in my life. Super kind. Feeling fine. Make your partner immune to poison or dizziness. Speaking of which, how my badges doing? I've used up all my BP. Okay, just checking. Just checking. Can I do anything with this damn coconut I've been carrying around for ages? Can I throw it or anything like that? Rigged in a in a positive way? Impossible. Can't be done. It's not allowed. Hey, Whitfisher, how you doing tonight? Man, I gotta say, I'm gonna make sure I get some good sleep tonight because next week is my final camp, my final summer camp, and then the museum's straight up closed for 3 weeks, where I'm not teaching shit. I'm working there. We're taking the time to kind of reorganize and reestablish ourselves, but yeah, it's there ain't nothing going on. Finally, we just kind of hang out and relax, and it is nice. It's very nice that I get that time off. But this week I gotta be full energy because I got 18 middle schoolers that I pretty much get to handle on my own. Trying to teach them programming, and it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be so much. Space! Indeed. Although it's more, I think what you're looking for is Tim Curry meds, technically. But unless, I'm sure Jim Carrey also said space at some point. That is also true. Sounds like something you'd say sillily. Sillily. All right, want to go down to sub-level 2, I imagine? You know what I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm gently correcting as opposed to mocking. The important distinction. Trying to grind fish off of watching Shadow. For a second, I knew what you were actually meaning, but for some reason my brain went immediately like you just like popping a whole fish into a meat grinder and just going. And I was like, wow, look out for the potions. Smack. Just grind up them fish. Ooh, look at that mystery bag. There could be anything in there, including a regular mushroom or something. I don't know. Good hits. He's down. And then I just get this one. Gotta get a fish in a meat grinder. All right. Pixar didn't happen. Wow. Did it. All right, I got Ruin Powder. Confuses all enemies, hindering their attacks. I mean, the chances of me actually getting a chance to use that are pretty slim. I'll toss it, even though I like... Ugh. Stop following me! I have my rights! All right, we've already been here. Nothing else to be had in this room. So as I mentioned what I was doing this week. Anybody doing anything fun this week coming up? I'm really excited for Marissa because the escape room that she's working for is getting giving her a lot of hours. She's already learned one escape room. She's tonight finishing training on her second one. There are 5 escape rooms in total at this escape room place. And it sounds, it's got to be a fascinating life, right? Like, groups come in, they're all of different walks of life and different, levels of experience with it. You get to see them, struggle their way through everything. I give them hints where they need to, cheer them on. It's got to be fun, right? It's just got to be a good time. Just making sure there's nothing else going on in here. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the big throne room, but they are not here for some reason. What was on the other side of this? I do not recall. Oh, that's right. We came in as... Oh, wait. I did not get this for some reason. That seems extremely significant that I, for some reason, did not come to collect. Why did I do no such thing? So are these the only fish in existence in this world? Just big metal-mouthed or metal-jawed fish just swimming around? Yeesh. Big old yeesh. Moonfish. We're fishers on the moon. We carry a harpoon. I know it's whalers, but similar thing. Anyway. Oh, there are bloopers as well. It's true. Bloopers and that sick Futurama reference, brah. Took me right back to 2002. That actually might have been straight up 2000. It was like the first season in that one. Insert the elevator key. Down we go. No fish sticks in this universe is true. It's sad.
For real?
Aw, thank you, Winfish, for giving a sub to Reaper. Getting up to 150. Woof. That's fantastic. Give those simple thoughts in chat, please, and thank you. Congratulations, Reaper, on your once again new ability to take that fat pony face and put over you darn well, please, on Twitch. Still having to deal with that dark rating. That is definitely frustrating. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to figure out when you're gonna get paid on something. You said this was a government job, right? Like a U.S. government job? Because usually they're like pretty big sticklers on making sure they pay the people that they're working with. Unless you're like a contractor, in which case sometimes they say fuck you. There are 2 more sub-levels to work with. Oh. Maybe I didn't have to waste this much time then. Oops. Pow! Got him. Oh, this is a lot of dudes. Best be careful. Can't hammer them. Stood up both your rabbit and hamster on the edge of their cages looking for like, oh, time! Time not wasted is time not played. You know, you're not wrong. You and Triforce, by the way, Windfisher, you two have been pushing those sub-gifts so hard. Actually, I want to do a little thing maybe. I want to do a sub-gift match at some point, but I gotta keep reminding myself I don't have money. I threw all the money in getting everything set for TwitchCon. I gotta be careful about it. But I do want to. I want to do like a little sub-matching thing, like maybe just before Twitch, maybe just after TwitchCon. Maybe that's a better idea, because then I know precisely how much money I've got left when it was all said and done. That might be a wiser thing. And that's coming up. That's only a month. Oh god, that's just over a month away. Anyway, let's mash these dudes. Wait till there's the $1 sub. Yeah, like September. Oh shit, there might be a September thing coming up. You're right. Let's see if they give it to us. Here are these guys. I don't like them. I don't like these two. Get them. They're probably done, but I'll get them anyway. Whoa. Oh, I thought I could get another one in there. Yep, they're done. Because that's the ideal world, right? Like someone or you gift a sub to someone and they're like, wow, this is an incredible and beautiful thing. In order to honor this thing, I'm going to then extend the sub myself. And it's like, oh, thank you. Gift subs will be extreme. I mean, that's what they did last September, right? We'll see if they try to blow or try to blow with something like that again, or if they just go with something else. Hey, Fenrold, how's it going? Nice. Pow! Also good. Blocked. Going okay. That's about the best we can ask for a lot of time, isn't it? Oof! That's not good. So he just gets unlimited turns? Oh boy. Don't tell Marissa, but I accidentally stole her tea tonight. I very much thought I grabbed a box of Buddha's blend, but I instead grabbed a chocolate macaroon and stuffed it in my tea. That's not a problem, Windfisher. Don't you dare apologize for such a thing. Especially given the volume, the sheer volume you've given. Does it taste better? I mean, it tastes different, right? Like I like the chocolate macaroon, but I'm a much bigger fan of my Buddha's blend. I like the floral. What can I say? I like that little jasmine. I wasn't necessarily looking for a chocolate drink tonight, but yeah, it's good. Oh, how dare you! Moved away from me. I don't know why I tried to shoot for that. It was utterly unnecessary. I do not need it. I will not use it. Just ride the wave. Don't mind me. Backward? Maybe best up a bunch in this room. Oh, because the next thing we do might be already there, huh? Well, can I go to another sub level? There's sub level 4. I don't know. This is a really long puzzle. I'm not sure if I would want to mess up in here again. What? Woo! I did it. Don't enter any doors that lead to the right. That makes sense. Yeah, I don't really want to mess up in this room if I can help it. It is. Say HP drain is a nice idea. But I have so many good things. I don't want to toss that for like the jam and jelly or something like that. Maybe I'll toss it for the... Well, but that's a good plate of spaghetti. That's a good plate of spaghetti. Aw, thank you very much, Prince Phantom, for the 163 bits. Nice and thank you. Appreciate that a lot. Hold on. I'm gonna waste some time because there's a spider in this room, and I will not stand for it. I will not stand. I will scoot this way, and I'll try to squish it without standing up. I cannot stand for it. I feel kind of bad. I don't like squishing spiders, but I can't have them just like hanging above me as I'm trying to stream. I don't want that to like drop on me, you know? If I see like a spider like hanging out in the garage or something like that, or there's a spider even in the corner of my apartment, I usually leave them alone. I'm like, you know what? They're doing their thing, I'm doing mine. But they can't directly hang up right above my living space. It doesn't work. I'm sorry, but we cannot cohabitate in such a way. I apologize, bud. You worked so hard to get there. You came so far, but you landed in the wrong advanced primates like living space. I know spiders are good, but spiders could also bite and be mean. Just saying. I'm sorry. Sorry, spider. I feel bad. I genuinely do. Because that's just my brain. I gotta be better about this. Bounce the HP drain. Eat the spaghetti. As I'm too evolved compared to you, you must die. It's kind of what it was. Speaking of being too evolved, I love Bento to death, but one thing he was trying to do today was stick his nose into a hornet's nest and try to eat the hornets. He hasn't learned yet. He will. He just hasn't. He has not learned yet. He gon' learn. All right, let me go to sub-level 4 here and see if I can waste some more time. Choose your destination. Sub-level 4, please. All right. Any more X-Knots to mash into a fine paste? Oh, I think I've finally gotten in this sub-level where Peach lived. That's not good. I bet you if I go in here, I'll find her stuff. Yup. Oh, I see. I see the problem that is now arising. Can I take a shower? I hope I can. Whoa. I saw you in there. I saw you hanging out. There's been a Twitch chat with a 1 hour plus slow mode. That would be... That like rolls into like purely experimental like levels of interaction. Boom. Where like you would just have to like hang out with those people and just, I don't know, it'd be interesting in its own way, wouldn't it? Could have a bento break. It's true, but I would feel bad about like bringing him out here and then just immediately putting him back. Well, you know what? We do need to figure out a way to waste time. It is true. Perhaps it is time to waste time, if you will. I get 3 messages per shadow stream, so you gotta make them count. Gotta make them fucking count. All right, Jamie, here's another one for you. Can I go into sub-level 3's right door, or is it just this one down here? Because I know this is the computer room down here, and that's where Marissa wants me to stop. How about the first one? The previous one? Anybody else want to help me with that? $5 per... What is this, like a hardcore Minecraft server? All right, let me go do sub-level 3 room right. We're back in an hour. All right, see you, Windfisher. Enjoy your fishing. All right. I'm curious, actually, at the moment. And you if you don't want to say anything, don't say anything. It's totally okay. I'm not trying to call out any lurkers who just want to lurk. But if there's anybody presently here who did find me through my involvement with AFMAO and My Inner Demons, you could kindly just raise your hand in chat. I'm just curious. Might as well do your Lions run while we wait. Fair enough. All right, I can go in this room right here, right? I'm now on level 3. Just ensuring that I didn't, like, lose myself for a moment. Yeah. Let's take care of room 3 or sub-level 3 room right, and then we'll all go have Bento come out. All right? Does that sound fair? Does that sound good? Everything great? Good and gravy. Oh, I see. The door's locked. Please insert. Oh, I got all 3 card keys though. Is this a problem? I feel like there's a lot of card keys. Bing! Can I go into this door without advancing plot in some meaningful way? You know nothing about the stream. I was just curious. Because I've gotten, since I started doing this whole AFMAO thing, I have now gotten, since the end of essentially Zeldathon, right? I've gone from just under 2,500 followers on Twitter to a toasty and nice 2,669. Nice. So that is a whopping like over 170 follows that I got since then, which is pretty good. Considering I only have, 2,700 followers to begin with. That's a pretty meaningful increase. And I always wonder if they ever make their way from there over to this. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't check their Twitters. They just follow things because they like it. Still, again, yeah, trying to get a handle on that demographic. Jamie, what's your feeling on this right door here now that they've unlocked these 3 keys? Is there something plot significant there? I feel like it probably is, huh? One viewer that's announced that came from her channel? I think so, publicly. Not a whole lot else, though. That's okay. That's all right. We'll turn them over eventually, one by one. They only my streams are a bit late. That is true. That is very true. Slowly but surely, as more episodes come out, I'm sure we'll start converting some folks over this way. Especially when they see what happens in episode 8. Ha 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 ha! I have no idea. I don't get the script till like the Wednesday before the episode comes out. All right. Tell you what. Since I feel like I've kind of expanded a little too far here and don't have anything else to do, I will go retrieve the pup and we'll have ourselves a nice little bento time for a little bit. All right. So enjoy yourselves for just a moment on this banger of music, and I'll return shortly. Here's the body. Oh, I know. It's so tough. It's so tough being a pup, especially being picked up. Hey, buddy. Hey, Bento. He's gotten so big. Such a big boy. Yeah, I know. Oh, he loves the licks. Marissa and I have decided that he is one of the most aggressive licking dogs we've ever seen in our lives. He just licks so hard all the time. So much. Fireside cam? Give me 1 second here. I'll bump it over for a quick tick. Oh, man, do I have the music going? Let me go grab the. Let me go grab the. I know. Hold on, buddy. I'll just hide this behind everything else. Give me 1 second. God goodness, there are a lot of things that are all kind of spaced out in this world. There we go. So now we can have the music playing along. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, puppy. Bento's getting... Oh, yep. All the time. All the time, forever. Get all that salt. I get it. There's a lot of salt on that neck of mine. I get it. All right. Yeah, so Bento's, he's getting up to about 4 months now. 4 months old. He's such a big boy now. We got puppy classes coming up on Tuesday. He's pretty good at them, but he's still a little nervous about all these things. There are a lot of other dogs there he's not quite sure about. He does like getting constant treats, which, they give a lot of treats at those puppy classes, and he enjoys that quite a bit, but, it's fine. When you get a dog sit, one of the dogs comes over and licks your feet when he thinks it's supper time. Yeah, how else is it going to get your attention, right? You go through it, there's still a little bit before the plot progression. All right, maybe I'll do that in a second here. But yeah, figured I'd just to give a little show off to Bento again. My little mini Aussie Shepherd. While I wait for Marissa to return and not try to advance the plot too much in this here game. Oh, I know, buddy. Yeah, the trouble is when Marissa and I are both on stream, this poor boy has to go in the crate because somebody, not pointing fingers or anybody, but somebody likes to take the bath, the bath mat from the shower and just parade it around the house and try to tear it apart where he can, which, oh boy. You can't be trusted by yourself yet, buddy. We're getting there, just not yet. I don't know who it could be. That would do such a thing, but would it be you, Bento? Is that? Yep. He's just ignore that. I know shut the bathroom door, but he also has done it for the rug that we had in the kitchen. We had his water bowl on top of a rug in the kitchen. He started playing a game with it where while there was still water in the bowl, would flip that mat and knock the bowl upside down and spill all the water so he could drink it off the floor. He got really excited about that game. Do you want to talk to him? Yes, yeah. I do want to talk to Tech, so I better be careful about that. Oh, you don't want my macaroon. That's not for pups. No. I know, it's very exciting, but no. Anything you guys want to talk about before I put Bento back in the box? Because Marissa said if we're having to delay too hard, then you can start the game up and just kind of go along without her. But just shut the door. It's an open concept apartment. There's only a grand total of 4 rooms in this whole thing. 5, I guess, technically. We got ourselves I should do a little tour sometime. It's not very exciting. You bought a cat, a slow feeder bowl, and Merlin flip it so she can eat as much as she wanted. There you go. That's the spirit. I think this boy is too smart for his own good. He would do the same thing. So much so. You gotta be on camera, buddy. Their whole point is that you're supposed to be here hanging out with me so people can see you and go, oh, it's a puppy. Yeah, there you go. We have a post from Bento for an email here. Let me see if I can make something happen here. Hey, Bento. There, that'll be enough. I think we captured enough frames right there that we should be able to have ourselves a good shot there at some point, right? There we go. That ought to give somebody enough power there to create some emotes as we go along, right? All right, he's wearing out. He's starting to give up. He's like, Dad, I was sleeping in my crate and you woke me up and dragged me out here and now you're just manhandling me. What is this? Why am I here? What's the point of all this? Poor boy. All right, I'll go drop him off and then we'll some of us to come up with something to talk about so I can waste more time. So you could also get clips and then grab stuff from the clips. Anyway. Say goodbye to Bento, everybody. Say goodbye. Bye, buddy. Things I do for puppy love. All right, be right back. All right. Oof. You know, I not to put a damper or a downer on things. You know, he looked me on the lips there, which is adorable and cute. But he also has taken a new liking to eating rabbit poop that he finds outside. So, you know, it's you win some, you lose some. Let's just say. And sometimes you gain some things that you don't expect, like parasites. Ay. All right, well, I think I've wasted enough time here at this point, so we should probably bump on in and see where all this goes. Apparently, there's something else that we can do over here. You know what we could do? Oh, actually, we should talk about that. What in the world are we gonna play after Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door's over? That's a question. That's a question to play out here. I'm not entirely certain about that. What do you guys think? Here's kind of my dilemma as a present, if you will. Fire Emblem is a very, very Japanese game, right? Like, extraordinarily Japanese in anime, right? And I feel like if we do Great Ace Attorney at the same time as we do Fire Emblem, I feel like it's a lot. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not trying to like completely split us off those two things immediately, but because we used to do that, and I thought it was kind of silly that we pulled that off, or we kind of limited ourselves that way. But it does feel like there's a lot of anime, especially for people who might not be all into the anime stuff. So the question becomes, though, what do we do instead? I'm not entirely certain. One thing I kind of thought about doing for a bit, I just wish it was relevant at some point. I kind of wanted to play through the Uncharted series because I've never played through that, and I'm very excited about those kind of things. I've seen them, I've watched people play them, and I've been so excited about that, but I've never really had an opportunity to go into it. Do some IRL react streams, just watch YouTube videos for 3 hours illegally. Fun times, great, wonderful stuff. I don't know. Hey, thank you, Haleyana, for the host, by the way. Appreciate that a lot. I've been trying to think of like what's been showing up in our game suggests lately that we'd want to kind of work through, or if there's any games that we want to like be preparing for. I keep thinking, oh man, I can't wait for Last of Us 2 to come out, but we still got a ways on that. I thought this year we were gonna have ourselves Psychonauts 2 coming out, but that's been kicked to 2020, I believe. The World Ends With You is extremely anime. That's a little too much. God, I just don't know. I gotta think of some. What are some? Here, you know what? I'm gonna look a list of new releases, upcoming games, game releases 2019. Let's see what's kicking around out there and see what's coming up. Game release dates 2019 coming up. Borderlands 3. Astral Chains, also very anime. Fortnite, no. I'm not sure if Borderlands 3 is really my game. I don't know. I've tried a few times to get into Borderlands. I just have never really successfully really been a throw in. I'm trying to think. No, we try to keep the Zeldas to just before Zeldathon, so I wouldn't really want to try to push that too much if I can help it. No, hold on. I gotta scroll through it. It's January. It was like, wait a minute. Hi, Aliena, you are here. Even if only an hour late. An hour late's not too bad. Blands. It's not that it's a bad game by any means. It's a wonderful thing, but it's just, I just don't think it's for me. You know. Let's see here. August, November, and then that's. This list does not seem very very strong. They're like games for 2019, 2020. Oh boy. War Group, no. Watch Dogs Legion, Wasteland, yeah, Wolves. Yakuza would be fun, but it's. I don't feel like it's something that. I mean, again, very Japanese. Sly Cooper would be fun, but I think I've already kind of gotten my fill of it with the first time that we played through that. Is there any games that I'd be like, oh man, I wish I could jump back and do something? I don't know, man. I just don't know. I want something shorter, more focused to go along with a longer Fire Emblem. True. We have been kind of pushing. We've been playing a lot of long games lately. It'd be nice to have something with a little bit more, a little tighter focus and aim, if you will. Any indie games? I mean, I have. There are always indie games on the kind of on the docket, but nothing that I think would fit really well for like a main week or a main day game, if that makes sense. You kind of want yourself. You kind of want yourself something that will be able to sit on its own. VR games releasing 20. This is a crappy list. I'm finding something else. IGN. I feel like I should trust you better than whatever that was. I don't really want just PS4. There we go. Okay. Well, I mean, technically I do, I guess. In its own way. Life is Strange 2, I mean, we haven't touched that. That's true. We could try to get into Life is Strange again, because we played the original, had a pretty fun time with that. Maybe try to roll through those and see what's going on. To the Moon, I've heard very good things about. That is true. That is true. What? There was a game that came out kind of recently that maybe I'd go back and try. I think it was like called The Outer Wilds or something like that. It was supposed to be very Majora's Mask-esque, which sounded like a lot of fun, but I don't know, maybe. Outer Wilds, would that be fun? Do you think that'd be pretty cool? Will be anime, really? Outer Wilds, not really anime. Oh, okay. Maybe I'm gonna swing that one for a day or two, see how that goes. October, Medieval, Outer Worlds. That's what reminded me of it. It was not Outer Worlds, Outer Wilds is the game. Death Stranding. Death Stranding is November. Oh. I did think about it. You know, Death Stranding is coming out in November. I have considered trying to get into Metal Gear Solid 5 in preparation for Death Stranding, because I figure that'd be kind of a fun connection. But I feel like Death Stranding is still far enough out that we aren't even sure necessarily if it is going to release in November or if it's going to take a little bit longer to come out. Would you guys be interested in a Metal Gear run? Metal Gear Solid 5? At some point? Hey, Marissa. You just getting out? What are you thinking? Where are you at? What's the scoop here? Where's 1,000 Year Door? I'm blocking for you, Marissa. I'm delaying. Music's in the background there. You can hear it. Marissa's very excited for Metal Gear Solid 5, but I don't know. We'll see. Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch remastered would be kind of fun, but is also extraordinarily anime. Pokemon Sword and Shield, of course. God, I'm just trying to figure. Has a bunch of the games he didn't play. It's true. Grim Fandango actually went kind of poorly. People weren't very excited about it at the time, so I'm not very excited at the prospect of going back into it. We need a game for like a week, I know. But Pokemon, oh boy, Pokemon. People would be so upset at watching me play Pokemon. That would not go down well. It's also anime for that matter, but you know, beside the point. I don't think people would be very, very excited about that. Don't do MGS5. Wow, I was not expecting this mixed review or mixed reaction to MGS5. I really thought people would be more excited about that. Darkest Dungeon. I mean, the new one is coming out at some point. That is fair. It's not great, but it is fun. I'm sorry, Marissa. It sounds like people are not super excited about that. In October we could get ourselves through some spooky games. I've been holding out on a few of those for a bit.
For real?
Thank you much, Josh, by the way, for the 23 months. Appreciate that a lot. Get those temple outs in chat, please, and thank you. I've not played through Prey, although it's not really anything I feel like that's really in anybody's radar right now, because something I like to do, I love to play just random games out there. But I really like strong story, and I don't really care that much about strong gameplay. Which it sounds ridiculous, of course, but it is what it is. Luigi's Mansion, maybe, I don't know. I want to try to find something that feels a little relevant to people in the present day in addition to that. I was thinking Uncharted just because, Naughty Dog's coming out with Last of Us 2 at some point, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to build our way up to that. Thought that'd be kind of neat. I don't know. I'm trying to release Demo 5 as fast as you can, man. Oxygen not included. Also kind of neat. Yeah, I've been hearing good things about that here and there. I had a lovely time. I don't know. It's just, yeah. I've been trying to think of it for a while. I know people have been asking for a while, and I'm like, what's along? Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, it's true. The Wii may not survive long enough to actually pull that off. It is on the 3DS though, isn't it? Or something to that effect. Anything on the Steam store that I'm like, oh man, obviously we should be doing that. Hat in Time. Not much of a platformer guy. I did actually think about it at one point, and I'm guessing nobody would be very excited about it, but I kind of want to do it at some point again. Fallout New Vegas. I don't know why it's been calling me lately, but I've just been thinking about it. I'm like, man, this is a good game. I don't know why it's like dug into my brain again, but another Civ 6 run would be also fun. Mod the heck out of it. Just really pound it in there. Would be kind of neat. Popular upcoming. What do we got in terms of that? Rad, Remnant, Undermine, Alchemy, and Story. Or Alchemy Story. That's a game you should definitely stream, but I'll never watch you stream it. Yay! That's the worst. There's nothing worse than someone's like, hey, you should play this game, and then they don't show up for said game. Upcoming releases, Steam, what you got for me? What you got? Apparently there's a Cuphead DLC coming out. That's something. Cyberpunk, that's not anywhere too soon. Planet Zoo? When does that come out? November 5th. Damn it. Ever play Jak and Daxter? I did back in the day as a kid. I really loved myself some Jak and Daxter. I don't know. Is there an easy way to play that series again? Because Jak and Daxter was Naughty Dog, wasn't it? Your birthday's November 5th. Well, there you go. It's happening. I'm like, I keep swinging at my teeth. This is going to be a dangerous business. This is just not going to be very good. Just popped in your head. I did stream the original Cuphead, yeah. I streamed it all. It was a fun time. Got myself beat a lot. Yeah, Planet Zoo I think is going to be a good time. I'd really be excited about that. Halo. FPSs are not my strong suit either, is the trick. It's one of those things. Games on Steam. I just got thrown back to the front page again. Jak and Daxter remastered on the PS3? Maybe. What I'll like, someone mentioned it before. I'll probably toss all these into a straw poll, and we'll start voting on it soon enough. Because again, we're running out of time on this. We do have to start thinking of that stuff sooner rather than later. And wow, this is gonna come up quick. Clearly, I just have to play TF2 for 3 hours every other day. I'm not gonna lie, actually, between you and me, I enjoyed my time with Team Fortress 2. I actually got pretty tired of it by the end of those 3 hours. Have I played Age of Wonders? I have not, actually. Gathering the Arena. Oh boy. I don't know. I'm not sure people would be super excited about it. I've tried to play like Hearthstone on stream, and it's people have not always been very enthused about such a thing. Eliza. Hold on. I was just looking through stuff, and I've been hearing people talk about this Eliza business. Wouldn't that be fun to kind of do as a short little game here? This game doesn't look like other things you played. Excuse me, I have Her Story. All that jazz. Eliza is a visual novel about an AI counseling program, the people who develop it, and the people who use it. Follow Evelyn Ishino Aubrey as she reconnects with people from her past, gets to know the people of Seattle who use Eliza for counseling, and decides the course of her future. Huh. I never finished Her Story, that's true, but we did have fun with it when we did. Very positive reviews came out last week, and tags for it are emotional, atmospheric, and female protagonist. You know what? It sounds pretty neat, not gonna lie. Maybe I'll pick that up. Anybody, any interest in that? Does that sound like any fun to anybody? I've been hearing some people really be excited about it. I like myself some esoteric visual novels with complex storylines and characters. You know, because we have ourselves having ourselves a good time with that all the time. Just saying. Yeah. All right, I'll tell you what, I'll buy it right now, and we'll play it next, and then we'll figure out what to throw in after that. All right. Because I think this is gonna be pretty cool. I think that's gonna be actually pretty neat. I'll purchase for myself right there. Yeah, they literally suggested Her Story right next to it, which is $2. Yeah, shove a few kind of shorter games in there. To the Moon, maybe. Eliza, just do like a little bit of a. You know what I never played also, and I feel bad about it because I think it's sitting in my inventory right now, or my library. I never played. What was that one game that like all capital G gamers are upset about? Because it was like they all called it the lesbian walking simulator. What was that one? It was I can't remember the name. Gone Home. That's right. I've never played Gone Home. I own To the Moon, and I've never played Gone Home. There were mods for Planet Zoo, or for Zoo Tycoon. You mean? People are very mad about Gone Home. But, you know, it fits really well into our particular kind of world. I think that'd be kind of a fun one to play as well at some point. Just kind of throw that in and check it out. You got to capitalize the G on their Fire Ruler. Gamers are fine because they are all, like, generally we play video games and we are gamers. But capital G gamers are the ones who get upset about these such silly things as you do. Thank you. Appreciate that. So there we go. Maybe we'll just do a nice little tour through some shorter indie titles alongside Fire Emblem and kind of see where all that goes. Sound like a plan? Sound good? Sound fun? All right. I like it. I like that idea. Cool. Yeah. And then maybe Zoo Tycoon another time. I didn't realize that people were kind of iffy on Metal Gear Solid 5. So I will try to readjust on that because, you know, games are fun and all that stuff, but I want to make sure I play games that people actually want to see, you know? I don't want to like be like, we're going to do this thing and then we'll be committed to essentially I don't want Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker to happen to us again where we sit there and I try to stream to like 12 people who are kind of almost excited about the game but are just kind of there because they want to support me. You know, I appreciate that, but it's not worth your or my time to be doing such things when there are other games out there that deserve our attention, you know? Spot the Liar. It's a kind of shorter murder mystery game. That'd be kind of fun, too. Smaller sample size. You want a larger sample size when we're talking about games, probably? Yeah, no, totally. But you guys are also, like, the people who are currently responding in chat are also, like, the core audience, if you will. You know, they are, you guys are the ones that you chat and hang out and all that stuff. Yeah, you friended me, didn't you, Mr. Wilson? So it's only fair that I accept your friend request. You regulars. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of catering to you guys, right? I mean, you guys know what you want. You know what I do well. You know what we enjoy as a group. And as a result, I want to make sure that I play things that you guys want to see. Simple as that. And if you guys, if you guys aren't feeling strongly on something like MGS5, no big deal. Death Stranding doesn't have anything to do with Metal Gear Solid series, other than the fact that it's connected to Kojima. So that's not really a huge deal, you know? It's fine. All right, I think we've now officially wasted enough time. Marissa's probably very close to on her way being here. Contradiction Spot the Lives Murder Mystery Point-and-click adventure game, but it's fully live action. Whoa. Wow. Sounds fun. Sounds interesting. I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Me too. 5 minutes. See? I can waste time. I can waste time with the best of them. Just the best. Although, Marissa, once you get back, you may want to take out the prop. Well, no, you're probably fine. You're probably okay. Anything you guys want to talk about is one last thing, because we don't do fireside chats very often. I know it wasn't intended to do it during this stream, but it's nice to just have a moment to chat with you guys. I don't do it often enough. And I feel like when I'm playing Fire Emblem or something like that, I'm so focused on the game that I never really have a chance to really just talk with you guys. Contradiction is, you guys like this. All right. And we'll check it out, perhaps. Someone toss it in game suggest if you would be so kind, and I'll make sure I get that in there. Now you just like that tweet that RT. Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. We were supposed to play The Sims 5 hours ago, but you know what? I'm just so happy drinking my tea and just enjoying life and have myself a wonderful time with all of you. Won't you be my neighbor? I see nothing wrong with hanging out and relaxing with your folks. Doesn't mean you're 42. You guys, it's the answer to life of universe and everything. But that's it. That's all you know. It's a good game. It's a good game. May cry if you see that film. What film is what? Oh, you mean the one with the Mr. Rogers, the Fred Rogers biopic? Yeah, I do want to see that at some point. What Tom Hanks is Mr. Rogers, right? Oh, man. You know, Mr. Rogers wasn't really, well, it was a small part of my childhood, but wasn't a very significant one. But I can always still appreciate just the amount of empathy that he oozed and how well he could just, like, connect with people. He's just a good guy. And, like, one of those, we should not whitewash the history of people that you know, on face value were good, seemed like good folks, but actually were pretty bad. But it feels nice to finally find someone who was nice on camera, and then from the 20th century, who was nice on camera, and then who was also just very nice off of camera as well. Based on what I've heard, Jim Henson was kind of that, although not always a great husband. But Fred Rogers was just genuinely a nice person through and through. And it's so wholesome and heartwarming to have that continue to happen and just be a good person, a good man. So I do want to see that at some point. I feel like I gotta save it up, like just at some point when I feel like the world is an awful place. Just use that as like chemical warfare against my sadness, and just crush it. My boyfriend took a class on Fred Rogers. There's a museum on Fred Rogers. That's nice. Just like Steve Irwin. Was he just a good person through and through? That Steve Irwin. I know, like people are like, he wrestled crocs against their will, but you know, there's something to be said about animal use and abuse, but. He also was very good about conservation of animals, Gotta make sure you do all that. What was that quote again? The one I just said? I have to save up that movie in case I need to use, in case I, lose track of my humanity or something, and I need to use, like, chemical warfare against my sadness. Is that what it was? Yeah. A nuclear bomb against my sadness and just crush it. I think I said chemical warfare, but nuclear bomb works just fine, too. Same point gets across. Not a bad way to think about it. Marissa, are you here? I thought I heard her come in, but maybe not necessarily. trying to think what else. Oh, here's something else that I was going to mention to you guys, and I want you, if you guys want, you could start putting this stuff in Discord if you come up with ideas, or you can you can like hit me up on DMs. So we are going to be doing hopefully for Q4TC. I submitted the thing, but I haven't necessarily heard back on it. But I'm guessing I'm going to get in because they've been trying to push hard for more applications, and so I'm guessing I'll probably get my 4-hour segment. I know I'm not tired of this music either. I'm trying to do a game of Crash Pandas as an RPG game one-off for Q4TC, which is Quest for the Cause. 4 hours of raising money for charity and also doing a tabletop RPG. I got a few streamers already confirmed for it, and I will not announce them until, of course, we get closer to the actual event. But one thing I was thinking about, this Crash Pandas, for those unaware, the idea is you have a bunch of raccoons. Each character plays a raccoon or a woodland critter, because we'll have multiple people that I think it'll make sense to kind of mix that up and expand a little bit past that. Are working together as kind of like a Voltron-esque like cooperation to run one car in a street race. And the actual theme of the game, and so they have to like coordinate on what they're doing in order to make sure that it actually runs the way they want it to and like moves forward, turns, all that jazz, right? One thing I was thinking about is taking it from, I think the actual spirit of the original game was something along the lines of like an underground LA street race kind of thing, like very Need for Speed style. But I was thinking about taking that out actually and turning it into more like a Wacky Races sort of style. I don't know if you guys ever saw the Wacky Races, but it was a couple special episodes made by the people who, like the Hanna-Barbera company, who made all those various cartoons like Scooby-Doo and a lot of things over the years, right? Snidely Whiplash, all that. Yeah, and the idea is that they all are just like, they're various characters. They drive ridiculous cars that have special powers, and they're like fighting each other with these special powers. And I was thinking it would be a little bit fun, instead of doing this underground street race, to make it a little bit more Wacky Racers style. Now, I still wanted to be kind of grounded in the human quote-unquote world, with the exception, of course, like fucking raccoons that can drive a robot, or that can drive a car. But it's still kind of rooted in the world of our own, right? So here's my proposal to you. If you guys want to throw them into the Discord server at some point, feel free. And then feel free to think about this for a little bit if you want. I want you guys to try to think of some racers, either individuals or teams, that would come up, that would be for a weird, absurd, like a weird, absurd racer / car for such a wacky race. Like one example of it that Marissa and I were thinking of is the Alameda County Book Club, where it was just a bunch of some middle-aged moms who came together, started reading books, and they read one book about car maintenance and like street racing, and they got so into it and really kind of like started essentially LARPing their book or what they were reading in their book club, and then they just kind of committed. That kind of thing, just on the edge of possibility, but somewhere in a world you could see it happening. And just kind of leaning into silly things as that. If that makes sense. Nanny knitters and their kit and caboodle. I like it. You can combine two of those together, honestly, Reaper, when it comes down to it. So if you have any ideas like that, feel free to throw them in the Discord server or DM me with them. And if I'll pick out some of my favorites and just kind of throw them in. Have a good time with it, right? Maybe like a DoorDash employee or like delivery person who really got super lost and is just kind of following the crowd at this point. Stuff like that. Just weird lobster mobsters. Oh, I can't not now throw that in. Look out for the lobster mobsters. I have to do it. With their little pinchers, and they got the rubber bands on them, but the rubber bands are actually have like little diamonds encrusted in them. Yeah. The lobster mobsters. I I can't not throw that in there now. I don't care. Your Lyft driver in their Toyota Civic. Absolutely. So yeah, but silly little goofy things like that. Remember, Marissa and I are starting to work through there. Just saying hi. We'll be next hi in an hour. Have fun with your fishing. I hear Marissa coming through the door, which means that I have successfully wasted enough time today, guys. What's that? She's here. I know. That's what I'm saying. I was successful in wasting the time. Also, I'm gonna, by the way, recruit Rosie into doing some artwork for it because she did a fantastic job with Honey Heist, which was super fun. Master Time Waster, of course, the Mob and Toboggan and the Lobster Mobsters and the Mob and Toboggan. Yes. And yeah, we can lean in the absurd if we really want to. I don't mind. I think it's fun to just kind of make things cartoonish and weird and fun. And I think the streamers I've picked so far are willing to lean into that as well. Just kind of have themselves some really strange characters as a result. But yeah, we'll see where that all goes and kind of play it around